Hey, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Kathy and Friends. I think this is number 23, if I've kept up correctly, episode 23. You saw me and Sharon canning peach pepper jam a couple shows ago. I hope you did. If you didn't, go back and watch it. That's why I've got all this stuff behind me, minus the potatoes. It's because I'm getting ready to spend all afternoon making two different kinds of, one a jam and one a jelly. Since now I found out how easy it is, I bought everything I needed and I'm going to make that for myself. Okay, so I'm going to have that. And I'm also going to sell some. So if you want some, I'm going to put a link on this so you can see how to buy some and I'll ship it to you, okay? All right, today's going to be a variety show. First, I'm heading over to my brother's house next door, my brother and sister-in-law, Eric and Delana, and we're going to do this raisin experiment that I have seen on several different venues, Facebook, YouTube. It looks real to me. My brother says it's not real. We're going to try it. So you're going to see that. And apologize ahead of time because when my brother and I get together, it's a little crazy. And then I'm going to do a meatloaf. Dang, I look like a little person.
You are.
Don't step on your toes. Okay.
Say on my toes.
Okay. Welcome to Cooking with Kathy and Friends. This is my brother Eric. I know.
Hard to believe.
I got the beauty of the family. And this is my sister-in-law Delana. And she got the beauty in his family as well. Okay. Anyway, so today is something a little bit different.
Different.
Okay. I saw this online. He's a naysayer. We think it's cool. We saw it. We think it's
really cool though.
He's a naysayer. Okay, so what I have, and y'all may have seen this already on YouTube. If you have, I apologize. I just have to see if it's true, and I'm going to have it a video evidence to prove him wrong. All right. So I have raisins, a whole thing of raisins, Sprite, and compressed air.
You need a cup.
And I've got a cup. I've got everything, and I'm going to show you in a minute what I'm going to do. I'm going to just show you up close. Anyway, but
A stranger. I can't see it.
okay, you're going to see it in a minute. Anyway, so Eric, tell them what else I should have brought to make this successful.
Some grapes, some wine, and some clear marbles.
And in a minute, you're going to see why he says that, because I don't believe it's fake. I believe it's real. He thinks it's fake.
Oh, it's not fake.
It just sounds fake.
It makes sense.
It's really fake.
I believe it.
I believe it.
It makes sense.
So Delane and I, when we are finished with this raisin experiment,
And I'm ready
We're
for a glass of
dehydrated.
wine.
we're going to drink the wine. You don't get any.
None.
You get no wine, just us. All right, let's do it. Okay. So we have a pot of boiling water. The raisins are steaming.
They're steaming.
They're
I
steaming.
can see it steaming.
I really don't know how long I'm supposed to steam them. It doesn't say on anything I've watched, but it didn't show long, did it?
It wasn't a week.
No, it was a short.
I brought
It was a
him
short
here
time.
for the smart butt comments.
It was a
Okay,
short time.
so I'm supposed to, woo, doggies.
Well, that's
Supposed to happen.
that's good.
Yep, the more
That happened in the video I saw.
the more shaken it is, the more CO2 you have. All right, so I'm going to take and put my raisins in this Sprite. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, that's okay. Just leave it in there. All right, so how long do you reckon I should let them steam?
I don't know, but you better do something that Sprite.
Yeah. Why? Okay, so I poured the remainder of the grapes in this pot of water.
Well, that'll hydrate them. That'll help.
Why am I making raisin water?
Raisin water, yeah, boy. I told you, raisin water. If you do like a daily regimen, and Kathy needs a daily regimen to keep her daily regimen, so she's gonna try raisin water, and all I had to do was mention it, and she was all in.
What he's trying to say is, if he's heard that people make raisin water
It's healthy.
and it's healthy and it's like sort of like drinking prune juice, it's good for your digestive system. So I'm going to save this raisins that I got in this hot water.
Okay, I want to see some grapes.
Okay.
So even if
You're
it's a fail,
impatient.
it's not a fail, is what
Right,
she's
so I'm
saying.
going to get something
It's the win.
additional out of it no matter what.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we have a cup of Sprite. And I'm going to take the steamed raisins, and you're supposed to put them in the cup until they start dancing.
They're not dancing.
Well,
Give them a second.
Give them a
They
minute.
could be shy. Maybe they need a minute to warm up.
We're waiting for them to dance.
You can do
I think you hydrated them too much. Made them heavy.
All right. It didn't really dance. We're going to go on with this. We're going to do what I saw. If it don't work, this is going to prove that you can't believe everything you see on the internet.
It's going to work.
it. Amen.
All right. Air's next. You put tinfoil on, poke a hot hole with a tinfoil with an
Compress.
ink pen, and compress air.
This is really cold, so kids don't do this at
You
home.
don't do this at home because you can freeze yourself. And then a little bit of water on top.
That's good for you.
Yeah,
Don't mess with this.
don't mess with it because it's not healthy.
It's
So
not.
it's-
All right, then when you take this off, it's supposed to be grapes. The raisins has turned into grapes. Eric, you think there's grapes in there?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You didn't bring any, but no, there could have been. If you'd brought some, we'd have had some grapes.
There's not grapes.
Strain it.
She is straining it.
It's fizzy.
You know what? There aren't grapes at my crackies. Those babies, look, they're not grapes.
We'll do it again.
But they are
I'm ready for
bigger.
the wine stage.
But
Now-
they are bigger.
Now
Yeah.
we're going to do the wine stage.
I want some wine.
So I feel
They're
like it's not a
supposed to be-
complete fail.
They're supposed to be grapes, like full off grapes.
Right.
But you know what? They're not. So we're going to take these clumped up raisins
Right.
and put them in there. And then go through this process again, just like before, like you're supposed to do, like I saw. I actually saw a video that
I think
was
I'm missing something.
We're not
We
missing
didn't
anything.
miss anything.
All right, more air.
In the hole, I think is the, okay.
According to the video I watched, it didn't do any more air than that, and then it put a little bit of water in there. I think that was just to get the air off the top. I don't know. Then, when you open it back up, it's supposed to be red water from the skin of the red grapes.
Red water. Red water. Oh, it's red wine.
Well, red wine.
Only Jesus can turn
Water
water,
into wine.
Ladies
Or
and
Sprite
gentlemen,
into wine.
if you see this,
It's white wine. Wait a minute.
if you see,
Carry on.
if you see this on YouTube or link to Facebook's where I saw it, it does not work.
It's a fail.
We did this yesterday. It worked.
He's lying. He's lying. Okay, y'all. I really thought it was going to work. He was
I
a
did.
naysayer the whole entire time.
And I hate for Eric to be right.
I hate for him to be right. Okay, for what you just saw, I'm sorry. But listen, that's how my brother and I carry on all the time. So I've just run back over to my house. Literally, I could have run because my brother and sister-in-law live right next to me. So I've come back over here after doing the failed experiment with the raisins. I should have known better. Now I am going to make meatloaf. Easy peasy, delicious. Okay, for my meatloaf. I like lean meatloaf, but my guys say that it's too lean. So ground chuck is really, really good. It's got some fat in it, so it adds some flavor. And I also buy the 93% lean as well, and I just sort of mix them. And that way I get a lean, healthy meatloaf with some of the tasty fat to make it not dry. Here's how easy this is. Yes, my hands are clean. Okay, so I've put the round burger in. I'm going to put a can of Rotel, just original Rotel in here. You can also use chunky salsa. I usually do use chunky salsa. Don't have it now, so I'm cheating with Rotel. This is really just to keep me from having to chop up green peppers and onions because it's already in there. It's just a cheat. And then I put, depending on how much hamburger you have, I just put some ketchup in there to taste, some Worcestershire sauce in there to taste. You do not have to put salt and pepper because of the Rotel and because of the ketchup and Worcestershire. It already has plenty of salt. Now I'm going to add an egg. I want you to look at my son's farm fresh eggs. he brought me yesterday. Doesn't it look like Easter eggs? His chickens lay different colors, so I think that's so cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna pick one of his larger eggs, which is still not that large. But it don't have to be a lot in there of the egg. It's just to hold it together. And then, instead of adding a Ritz cracker, some people like Ritz cracker, some people like crushed up saltines. I'm gonna do old-fashioned oats, and this makes it healthier again. And this is basically just to hold it all together. And then I just smush it all in there together. I guess some people can do this with a mixer if you have a kneading arm on your mixer, but to me that's just more to clean. Basically, if you have salsa, an egg, and some oats, ketchup and Worcestershire in your house, then you can make this meatloaf. And my men do like it more meaty, so I've already sprayed my pan. You can use any size pan you want. I use this round one because I have a lid that goes with it. This is actually going to make two. It's going to make one medium-sized one, and then I'm going to make a small. As you can see, I've gotten two meatloaves here, a smaller one and a larger one. And I like to have room around each one because this is going to form the grease trough in it. So as it cooks, after about 20-30 minutes, I will take this out and drain all the greases gather around the edge off of it so it doesn't just sit in that grease, because that sort of grosses me out. So I'm just going to add some ketchup on top of both. Mix it with a little Worcestershire. And do like so. And now it's ready to go in the oven. It'll take these size about 30-40 minutes on 350, 375. Less time, of course, higher heat. Okay? There's and then the grease. A whole cup of grease I've poured off the meatloaves. And here's the meatloaves. And as you can see, this was the large one. It shrunk down from the grease in the hamburger. And there's that one. And I'm going to leave them in those hot pans for just a little bit because, number one, they'll continue to cook a little bit on the bottom. I like to take it out before it's good and firm and let it finish cooking slowly in the hot pan and just let it cool on its own. And after it's cooled about 30 minutes, it'll be perfect to cut without it falling apart. So if you need a quick meat that you can eat on for several days, here it is.